Durban, which is regarded as South Africa's playground, considers tourism to be a key economic driver and hopes to attract more tourism income this holiday season. It's going to do this through expanding the Durban beachfront promenade. And Phillip Sithole, who is the eThekwini Municipality Deputy City Manager of the Economic Development and Planning, explains how.
Well, the importance of this extended promenade is that it is going to be 8-kilometer promenade. It's the longest promenade in the continent, and it's one of the longest promenades in the world. So it's important for Durban tourism to have such a product because it adds value to the visitors, and it is also going to encourage repeat visits from those who've been here before, but they can specifically come for this. But besides that, it is also about promoting healthy living, healthy lifestyle. But the other important part of the promenade, it is that it is here to catalyze this area. The area is called Durban Point Waterfront. We know that through this promenade, there will be more private sector investment for residential facilities, for office parks, and also for the commercial experience. I mean, like the malls. So this is just the beginning of many big projects to come.
How long did it take to put this whole promenade together?
Well, it's more than 1 year, but it was finished within time, which is very important because it means in terms of cost, we're able to deliver this project within the budgeted cost for the project.
What was the budget for this promenade?
Well, the budget was 380 million. We're yet to get the final invoices, but it's going to be less than 380, which is good because we're within budget.
I see there's a couple of food vendors along the promenade and other people who sell their shops and wares. Tell us about how you went about selecting those people.
Well, we look at the character of the area, and then we select people that are going to respond. I mean, their products are going to respond to the needs of people who are frequenting this area. So it's more on arts and craft and Durban cuisine, and also people who are doing art in terms of artists. So it's very critical that the type of products that you select are products that are going to speak to tourists.
How many of these are women-led or youth-led businesses?
Well, these are small businesses. These are small crafters, small caterers. I think more than 80% of the businesses here are owned by women, black women, as well as youth. Because even the type of products that are being produced, they speak to the current times, but they still have the element of the Africanness.
In terms of this promenade, you mentioned that there's going to be a lot of redevelopment, apartment buildings, etc. will come up. But is that going to be able to extend to beyond the street of the promenade to rehabilitate parts of Durban CBD?
Well, this is part of, in terms of our program, it is precinct-based. So this was the first precinct, is to make sure that we rejuvenate the point area and bring in communities back into the point area. The second phase of the project is to deal with the inner city, the actual inner city, to rejuvenate the inner city. But the project is going to come in phases. In the next project that we're going to have is the rejuvenation of the Mahatma Gandhi precinct, which is the former Point Road. Yes.
So in terms of, other than apartments and malls that are going to be along this promenade, what else can people expect from this area?
Well, in the main, it's going to be residential, AAA office parks, as well as the shopping experience. But we are also going to rejuvenate Ushaga Marine Theme Park, because it's part of this precinct. Yes.
My last question to you, what kind of investors have already come on board since the promenade development started, and what kind of other investors are you trying to attract?
Well, we're not going to announce types of the names of investors, but it's mainly people who are in the property space, property industry, and also shops. You know, people are selling craft, are selling food, selling clothing. Those are types of people who have responded. But over and above that, we are still going to have a cruise market. And I think Transnet, in fact, they've already started. Transnet is building a cruise terminal within this particular precinct. So that is going to help in further developing the area.